State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces. But football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Bringing it back, it's McClain. Touchdown Tigers! The special teams proving worthy of their name.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it. And you can tell, does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play. He wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll...
Passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the option. Quick toss. At the 15, he's loose. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Morgantown. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. On the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The inside handoff. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. On the return, it's McClain. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room.
Because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Royals taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Royals return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Royals will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return, it's McClain. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Clemson Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Offense in an empty set. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's going for the big play. Touchdown, Clemson! They grab the early lead. This team able to make the tackle. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give to the single back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Beebe. Trying to get to it. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Royals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's McClain. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Abdullah. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Beebe. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Royals send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's McClain. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Shows him the stiff arm. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Here we go. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Into the end zone. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. trying to pound it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back
into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys, because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football. Break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Royals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Royals! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. They'll try to pound their way in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Scanning the field, it's Beebe. Pressure coming. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beebe. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Running it back, it's McClain. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it.
The ball squirts free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Not a chance. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going up top on 1st down. grabbed in the backfield. It's Cousins. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Steps away. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Power football with the run. Showing off the arms. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has...
Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the two-point try is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive.
And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the
Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's keep... Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the 2-point try. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the... understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They feed him again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's McClain. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. He'll start this drive firing. On the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rockets will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a...
Open runway ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and when the wide receivers start to kick in and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They'll try to get on the same page this time, 2nd and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's McClain. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances there.
And they got him for the sack. Clemson jumps to the line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give...
Tried to catch them napping, fake spike, and now he'll throw it. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 31 over Washington State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Coming after it. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The Rockets line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.